Gratitude was one of the many things that changed my life. It may sound a bit like hyperbole, but it's not. Over the last several years, I've developed and grown into a discipline and a habit of intentional gratitude. And it's transformed the way that I see the world. Psalm 66 is a psalm of gratitude. Make a joyful noise to God, all the earth. Sing to the glory of his name, give him praise. Say to God, how awesome are your deeds. Because of your great power, your enemies cringe before you. All the earth worships you. They sing praises to you. They sing praises to your name. Come and see what God has done. God is awesome in God's deeds among mortals. God turned the sea into dry land, and they passed through the river on foot. There we rejoiced in God, who rules by might forever, whose eyes keep watch on the nations. Let the rebellious not exalt themselves. Bless our peoples, O God. Let the sound of God's praise be heard, who has kept us among the living, who has not let our feet slip. For you, O God, have tested us. You've tried us as silver is tried. You've brought us into the net, laid burdens on our back, let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, yet you have brought us out to a spacious place. I will come into your house with burnt offerings. I will pay you my vows, those that my lips uttered and my mouth promised when I was in trouble. I will offer to you burnt offerings of fatlings. With the smoke of the sacrifice of rams, I will make an offering of bulls and goats. Come and hear, all you who fear God, and I will tell what he has done for me. I cried aloud, and God was extolled with my tongue. If I had cherished iniquity in my heart, the Lord would not have listened. But truly God has listened. God has given heed to the words of my prayer. Blessed be God, for God has not rejected my prayer or removed steadfast love from me. The poem for today is simply entitled The God of the Soft Whisper. And it speaks of verses 10 and 11, where it spoke of God testing us and trying us and laying burdens on us. Leighton Williams writes, "What God of love and mercy tests their children? Who started that rumor? Do they know how much damage it has done? This idea that all the worst things in our lives are divinely ordained lessons, that faithfulness means learning and bearing and rejoicing in it all? No, I have no faith in that. You are there in our trials and our burdens, in the fire and in the flood, not as cause or twisted holy tester, but as handholder, as co-weeper, as the soft whisper that carries somehow across the cacophony of despair and says, I am here and I am not leaving. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here." As I said, gratitude has changed my life. I can't go to bed at night now without taking literally just a minute or two and writing down 3, 4, maybe 5 sometimes, things from that day for which I'm grateful. They can be something as simple as a walk outside, or that I'm alive for another day, or a great dinner that we shared, or a conversation that I had with my kids. It could be things in the wider sense, like I'm grateful to live in a world that's just filled with such beauty around us. I'm grateful for the gifts that God has given to me. The list can go on. Just this morning, it's like 6:30 in the morning as I'm recording this. It's beautiful morning. Scout and I are out right now in a gentle, very gentle, kind of misty rain right now. You can hear the birds are chirping in the background. And just by 6:30 this morning, there are things that I can lift up that I'm grateful for. Just this walk with Scout this morning. for the beauty that I'm feeling quite literally, not just hearing and seeing, feeling the drops of rain on my arms. I love in that poem that it's about those places where you can say, yeah, God's here, God's here, God's here. That's what gratitude does. It reminds us that no matter what's going on, there are things for which we can be grateful, for which we can find, in which we can find beauty and hope and life. So if you're struggling with despair, if you're struggling with trying to find light in this day, 3 things. Write down 3 things sometime today, from today, for which you're grateful. And then do it tomorrow, and do it the next day, and do it the next day, and keep doing it. One of the best gifts for me is to be able to now in my journal to be able to go back and see what I've written over years on these days. What I've written on this day last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, for which I'm grateful. It has completely changed the way that I see the world. That means, yeah, I see things that still cause me to struggle, cause me to get angry or frustrated. But it also keeps that other part of me open to find and celebrate and share gratitude this day. Grace and peace be with you.